Hello! This week I have primarily worked with the game, designing some AI and the first prototype level. My name is Martin and I'm trying to reach my 4 creative goals before I reach 40. So before we start to talk about the past week, we have a new subscriber from a new country. And this week it's Canada. So we'll put the pin right there and say bonjour or welcome, eh? Sorry. So the past week I've mostly been working half days, which means that I have about 6 or 7 hours before I go to my paid work. Now winter has come, so I am pretty tired. So I haven't quite been able to make use of all those hours, but I've still been able to do a lot. When it comes to the game, I've continued to work on the prototype for the first milestone. I started to create a couple of enemies and the AI for them. And instead of just calling them enemy 1 and enemy 2, I tried to find a way for it to make sense to reference them. So the first enemy is the goatoid. So it's kind of like a goat. It walks back and forth, patrolling, and then if you come into its territory, then it will attack you and knock you back. The second one is the catoid, which I'm kind of scared of when I play, even though it's still just a square. But it can run really fast and it hunts the player character. It can climb up walls and jump down. None of them are finalized, but they are kind of doing what they need to be able to do at the moment. Then I also spent some time on trying to structure the narrative of the story, and especially the first level, just to have something playable. So I have like a chain of events and objectives for what you're gonna do in the level. And playing around with this, blocking out the environment, has also made me realize that there are some restraints that I have to take into consideration, which is a good lesson for the continuous design. In the last vlog I also talked about Arrival, which I've now seen, and it was exactly what I was expecting. So it's a good idea-based science fiction movie. It was kind of slow without becoming boring. So if you want to see an action movie, this is not the movie. But if you want to see some interesting sci-fi, then I really think this is something you should see. So the upcoming week I'll be working all days, which means that I really have to have some discipline in the mornings. So I'm kind of working between 9 and 6, which gives me 3 hours in the morning to work on my own projects. I have 2 things that I want to work on this week. The first one is continuing with the prototype, and I think I'll try to create the boss fight for this first level. The other thing is that I have to finish my analysis of the script for school and also write some more on the emo thriller. So my one cool thing this week is the website Gamasutra, which is a website that is all about video game designing. I go to it like every time I need to look into something new, and there's always an article about it. And they also have like news and work listings and everything that has to do with the industry. So check it out. And that's what I had for this week. If you like what you see, please give me a thumb up. If you have any feedback, please write it in the comment section. Subscribe if you want to keep on following me in my attempt to reach my 4 creative goals before I reach 40. Thanks for watching and see you soon.